Good morning, this is Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts, and we are back to work in the Edith Holden journal, and today I want to do a couple of envelopes. Yes, I am sticking some more flips and folds on. Hey, gotta have an envelope, right? I decided not to use the big envelope. It does not fit. We'll use that in another journal. So anyway, I'm using these large envelopes. They are 9 3/8 by 4 inches. 9 3/8 by 4 inches. Okay? So I have taken one of them and I've placed a hinge on it here. And what else have I done? Oh, and then I cut them off to fit the page. So where are they going to go, you ask? They are going to go right inside of here. So one is going to flip one direction, one is going to flip the other. So they're going in there. That's where I'm hinging it to, is right on the edge. This one will hinge to the right side, and this one will be the hinge on the left side. Okay? Before I do anything else to this envelope, I need to put in the little guy here. This little guy. So I hope everybody is well today. I want to tell you how much I appreciate you visiting my channel and supporting this Edith Holden project that we're doing. And this is a collaboration. Oh, I didn't need to put it up that far. By Caryl at Free Spirit Arts and Tammy Van Antwerp. And there are a couple others of us that have joined in on the project. I think her name's Dahlia. I hope I got it right. At Mandalay Cards and more, and then Shannon at Mixed Media Minnesota. So I need to glue that down just a little bit more. Don't want it to interfere with this flap, but we actually need this to finish off this card. So I need to put the top on here, and it's only going to go to here. My little mark on there. I'll try to squish it that direction so that it's not getting inside of the envelope. Okay. Now, we need to cut this one off the same width as the one below it, but we're going to make the opening on this side. So I'm going to just, Carol, I'm doing this for you. No ruler right now. I'm going to cut it off right there. And that will make this a smaller area, but that's okay. We can handle that right along this line here that's on the 10. It's just a number that's here, 10. It's probably the centimeters. Let me throw some of this paper out of my way. Well, I'm not going to throw it. I'm just going to place it out of my way. Saving those little bits and pieces for this part of the project. So the first thing I need to do before I put a back on this one or anything is I need to take all these little goodies off of here. And I think the first thing I want to do is insert this card so it stays there. Now, I was going to cut this piece out. I decided against it. So I'm going to erase my pencil lines on here so you can't see them on the inside. If you ever want to cut something out of one of these, all you do is insert your image and then take your little roundy top tool, your embossing tool, and you just go press around the edges of the envelope. That will give you kind of an invisible line around here, but you can see it. I don't know if, you know, when it's on your desk you can see it otherwise, but it does give you, then you just put little pencil lines on it and use a knife to cut it. So I need to trim this side off just slightly, otherwise it's going to interfere with the card being it's going to stick out. What am I trying to say? I don't know. All right, so now this will be the hard part. Getting this in there where it belongs. I want to adhere it to the top portion. So what I will do is find my invisible lines, and I'm just going to go around the edge. It's okay if it isn't right up to the edge. Really, the most important part to get down would be this side and the bottom, because the top is just going to stick up here anyway. It's not likely to come out when you put something in and out of it when it's fitting all the way in and is sealed here and there. Okay. So there's that with glue inside the little window. And now what I need to do is apply this piece. Now I've cut this side off so it will open on this side. The reason I have them opening the way I do is so you can actually get into them. So this one opens over here and is now closed on the regular open side. It's because I wanted this window on the bottom, and then you flip it and this window's on the top, just providing some interest. So now this piece right here is going to be the hinge, and then we'll need to put a false seal on this side, which means it won't have the flap, but it'll have the paper just glued down to it. But we have to get the image in there before we do that. Okay, so what should we do first? The image inside this one? Maybe so. I've cut this to fit right down along this line. We'll put the image in after we glue this piece down. Whoops. Better angle that. Just takes off some of the bulk. Bulk. B-U-L-K. Hey, I have a voice today. That's pretty cool. Alright, so we're going to glue that right down along that edge. You have to keep cleaning these envelopes off. And you can see they're off just a little bit. It's just due to Nature of an envelope. Okay, so there we go. Cool. Let's go ahead and decorate this one. I have everything cut out. So I have this piece to go at the bottom. Excuse me, there goes my throat. Sorry. It's going to come right down here. We're going to line them up on this edge. And then that edge we have to be pretty careful with because it's going to hit right on the line. So I'm going to trim this just a smidge. And my smidge will not be straight because I only know how to trim with a trimmer. Okay, that will work. That gives us a nice area there. And I'm going to bring it up just a little bit on the window. That fits perfect. So before I do that, I need to ink this edge. I'm never very good at making these envelope things. I always tend to make a big mistake. Before I go any further, I do want to glue this little piece of the flap. So that things don't get caught up on it or anything. I don't think it will at the back, but you never know. Okay, so to start this, I have these side pieces. This one's going to go over here, and I've kind of lined up the grasses to kind of fit next to each other, even though that's not the way they were in the beginning. I think it'll work out okay. Ink, ink, ink. Don't need to ink that top necessarily. Don't need to ink the bottom. Better start my timer. This is how I always end up with too long on the timer. I cheat. I start after I've already been a half an hour in. Okay, maybe 15 minutes. All right. There's that one. And then I want to put this one over here. So I'm going to ink it up a little bit. And I realize that this is blank space here, but I didn't need it to have anything else up there because I just needed the blades of grass. I don't have to worry about my pencil lines top or bottom because those are going to be hidden. Okay, this won't go all the way up. I'm matching the grass up on the side. Okay, let's do this part. Now this was just a flower cut off from over here. And this one I need to ink all the way around it. Been having a rough week, guys. Pretty worn out. Couldn't go into genealogy this week. I've been forcing myself to do videos, but man, I'm ready to get I'm ready for them to figure out what's going on. How come it seems that we always get mysterious illnesses? You know, it's bizarre. Just kind of leaves you feeling like, you know, what do you do? Okay, so there, that covers up most of that word of July. And it covers up the curves up here, which I'm happy about. Now, this piece, I need to ink all the way around. I know I should have done this beforehand, but hey, this is the process. I don't want to bore you either, but... And, you know, I worry about people getting bored with Edith Holden. But I think what I'm trying to show you is that there's a lot of things that you can add and do, and it doesn't have to all be the same. Of course, that's what we all do. But I guess I'm trying to make myself feel better about just working on one project for so long. Anyway, I hope that I'm showing you some different things and giving you some other ideas of what maybe you might want to do with the journal. And I hope that I'm showing you not to be afraid to venture out of your comfort zone. Because I certainly have with this journal ventured out of my comfort zone. It's been quite a project, and you know, so far I've been having fun with it. That's the thing, is, you know, you want to have fun. A lot of times I will get really bored with it, just working on a journal, but with this one I haven't. It's been very it's just been a lot of fun. I just loved it. I've been using this lace throughout, so I'm going to continue to use it here. Put my pin up there. And the reason is, because you can see I have a blank spot. Let's fill it in. I didn't want to put more paper there. Not that putting lace there is probably not the best either, but you know, every time you put lace on a pocket, you take up a little more space. And I want that to hang over just slightly on the bottom. Let's take a look at it. Yep, just like that. That is perfect. And it does close well, so we're out of the line of closure. I'm going to move it just slightly more. Check that again, it works. Okay. About time to go through some tool cleaning. Okay, no pockets or anything on here. But over here we're going to close this up. And this is going to become a journaling area. So let me see what I have. I don't think I have any more blank Edith pages. I think I've used them all up. So we might have to introduce our very first copy dyed paper. Ta-da! Because I do want it to be a writing spot. And it's going to go right there. Just like that. And it is going to close this envelope all the way up except for the left side of it. So we have that. Okay. Now before we go any further, Let's get any glue off of it that has attached itself accidentally. Oh my goodness. It's my gluey fingers, you guys. We need a picture in there. What can we use? What are those? There's that. That won't work. We do have horses, but that won't work either. Oh, here's this page that I thought was a duck. Oh, do I not have that one open yet? Oh, I do, right there. So that could go kind of like that. Go like this. I think I'm going to cut it off right here. We're going to start there. Now, I'm just thinking on the fly here. So I could be dead wrong on this. Oh, I've been dead wrong many times in this journal. Okay, do we want the whole bird? Like that, maybe? So if we do, then we'll need to cut it off right here and somewhere over here. And then you don't want to use your tiniest one because it will put a hole through this plastic, and I could anyway put a hole through the plastic. I'm giving it pretty firm pressure without going through the plastic. Once again, I'm just doing this so I know where I need to glue, because I'm going to glue this to the window. So you won't be able to see what's inside of the envelope. But it will allow you to figure out where you're at. Okay. So I know I need to get some lines on it. I know they're going to be right in there. Oh, I almost saw it. And then there and there. And then over here, it's right here and here. Okay, those are just my false lines so that I know where I need to go. Going to cut this a little inside of that line. That gives us a nice piece for the outside that's going to match up with this. And then once again, just a little inside that line. I mean, the line needs to, I'm going to cut a little to the inside of the line. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. There we go. Okay. So now this one, where my top line is, oh, right there. So I'm going to need to trim this one off pretty slim. And we just glue it down so that it fits. There we go. That'll come over there. Okay, let's make sure it's going to fit without going all the way through. And there it is. Let's see if this is going to match up to it at all. It does almost match up to it. We will probably put it down right about there. Might need to trim that side off just slightly. If I don't, the flower is going to move too far off of it. Well, maybe that's okay. Maybe it's okay. But now I have a missing piece up here, so we need to do something with that, of course. Over here we have our flowers that will match up. Trying to figure out where these guys were at. Guess I left it all in there. Okay. So I'm going to glue that there. Going to have to bring that down a little bit. If I scooted it over a little bit, I could actually make it look like that tree is with that one. Okay. I don't know why it gets so confusing sometimes. It's weird. Weird. Maybe I've got the wrong card. No, this one goes over here. Okay. Oh, I see. Aha. It goes there. And the rest of this tree must be underneath. Oh, can't go that way. It has to go this way. Isn't that funny how you try to match it back up and you can't? It's like, where did it go? It's like there's a piece missing. No? Don't know. It just feels like it's not right. I'm just going forth. Our eye will look at it and say, oh yeah, there it is. think it goes just like that. So we'll do it that way. I'm not going to care if these little corners show. Going to cut this off tall. Is that the tall part? I guess so. Okay, I'm going to glue this one down. Not yet. I have to mark the side. Okay, lining it up. Okay, so to cut that off fairly straight, I'm going to use my knife and this. And just line some of it up. Let me go this way. That'll give me a little more to put pressure on. More paper. More paper pressure, please. Okay. Whoops. Of course I moved it. Top and bottom. My goodness. Oops. Gotta have a knife blade out. Heavy pressure holding down the mat and light pressure with the knife. Now, tell your brain that and see if it will cooperate. No, it doesn't. It's like, what? Don't do the same thing with both hands? Okay. Well, I have to do the bottom. Well, no, I don't have to because it's going to get covered, isn't it? Let's glue that one on. Oh, thank goodness my glue is working. I wish I had something exciting to tell you guys, but oh gosh, after all these days, kind of run out of things to talk about. I know, weird. How does Angela stop talking? Okay, there's that one. Okay. Now let's go over to this one and put the bird's tail back on. Like this. And pencil. Nope. There's that piece of lace getting in the way. I'm going to cut it off right here. And that one stays where it's at. Hope I'm on camera. Hope I've been on camera, I should say. Hope I've been hanging out with you guys. Quilt tools are kind of nice to use for this because they have all these great lines on them and they show right through, which is really swell. Gee, Wally, that's swell. Okay, right here. we watched something, a movie about the moon. I don't remember what it was now. It was a little intense, a little far out there, of course, you know, as movies are. So, I know I have a line up here to cut that off. We might need that somewhere. Anyway, it was a good movie. It, you know, like I said, it was way far out there, but Moonfall or something like that. I don't remember. But it's always just fun to sit and watch a movie, don't you think? You know. And then, of course, at bedtime, I love to watch Perot. And, of course, I don't go to sleep. If I do, I'm pretty disappointed, because then I don't see the end. But then when I watch it again sometime, I'll be like, oh, wow, I didn't know that happened. Okay. So here is this piece. And I'm just going to put it on there. I'm not going to care what it's doing, because it is not going to match up. So away it goes. We better put something underneath it though. Here. Ooh, what should we do? What should we do? She's looking for blue sky. She didn't have many with just blue sky in it. So I think that's probably impossible to find. So, what do we do about blue sky, guys? Maybe we don't. Maybe we just attach this flower right to this stem. We could do that. Why not? Bizarre? Too bizarre? I'm going to cut it off right there at that stem. There. That works for me. That work for you? I do need to nip that side just slightly. Yeah, now it looks like there's that flower is part of that one. I like it. So I can glue that down. Might have to trim this off just a little bit. Oh, I didn't glue my bird in there. Oh, dear me. Look at that. Uh-oh. Where were you, little ducky? Thought you were all in there, right? Right there. Okay. So, a little bit of glue up here. A little bit of glue here. A little bit of glue right there. Okay. Now it is in there. Now I can come over here on this side and glue it in. Okay. Let's see if our flower still matches up. And it does. Ow. I can see that those blades do hurt. Okay. I think this would look better as a torn edge maybe. But I've already cut it, so I can't mess with it too much because now it fits the envelope. Or I think it fits the envelope. There is a gap on the top. It's okay. I'm going to cover that up too. Okay. Now, let's just put some flowers down here, like this. This will be okay. We'll just put the whole thing there. I won't put the sheep on because then they'll be standing, sideways. We don't want our sheep to stand sideways. That would be really weird. Sideways sheep. What do you do for a living? Oh, I raise sideways sheep. Oh. And does that mean you're a crooked sheep raiser? No, they really are sideways. I have one little tiny sideways sheep. Join the Sideways Sheep Club. All right. Actually, I love to go out and see the baby lambs. My husband's sister has lambs and sheep. But it's so fun when the newborn are, happening, and so amazing to see those little lambs jumping around and got those really long little tails, and it's just fun. Lots and lots of fun. Okay. so I think what I want to do here, oh, maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. Maybe I do. No, I'm going to wait till later. When I don't have to worry about hogging up your time. Oh, first I'm a sheep person, now I'm a hog person. Great. I'm thinking about animals today. Last night, when it was time for the dog to kennel up, the cat was in her kennel. He loves to sleep in there during the day. And the dog was like, hey, come on, get out of my bed. And the cat was like, nothing doing. You go sleep somewhere else. I'm hanging out in my lodge. So, anyway, the cat finally had to get removed from the kennel. I'd let the dog sleep out of the kennel, but she just loves her kennel. We raised her, you know, to go to her kennel at bedtime. We'd say bedtime, and away she'd go. So, it just makes it nice. And if she's comfortable, hey, that's the most important thing. If I just, you know, leave the door open so that she can get out if she wants to, she likes that too. But yeah, there was quite a standoff at the kennel. So I finally had to go over there and say, and go in the kennel, let's go to bed. And then I finally said, Luigi, that's the cat, time for bed. So he comes hopping out like, okay, why didn't you just say so? I trimmed that wrong. I need to trim a little tiny piece off of it. And then it'll probably be too much, guys. Been looking at new trimmers. I want to get a rotary trimmer, but I don't want one like this where the rotary trimmer is on the outside rail, because you have to be able to line it right up on this piece of metal. And I love the fact with this one that you just have to line it up right here. And so I want the rotary one that goes down this rail. Don't know if that makes sense. But anyway, they're very expensive. And I hate to keep buying them. Fisker should buy me one, because I've been such a diligent buyer of rotary of slicing machines from them. Okay, I'm going to do this way because the envelope is slightly off. So I need to line this up on the end and this up on the line. And I already put my blade away. And all my tools are all over the place up there. See, I'm not trainable. Oops, I messed it up right there. It's gonna have to do. Okay. So on this part, then this is going here as a journaling spot. Whether it fits good or not. And I guess I better ink it up. fine inking time. Gosh, Tammy is on her second journal, and Caryl is zipping through hers, her altered book. Me, I'm doing them every day, and I'm far behind. And Shannon, of course, runs her business too, her Mixed Media Minnesota, and I think it's doing pretty good. So she is quite busy, quite a busy girl. Okay, now when you glue this, what you want to do is, you guys all know this stuff anyway. You go around the edge, just like so. And I've shown you this before. You go down this line, like that, come up here, stay inside of this, because you don't want it to go and glue all that down. We're going to glue some of it down, but I want to be careful. Put some glue there. Oh, it's going to show through because it's coffee dyed paper. Now this one, well, you can put it there, but honestly, you should probably put it along this edge. Just like that. And then press it down. So now we have an envelope that opens here, and a flip, and an envelope that opens here. Let me unglue parts of it. Let's check this one out. Yep, it'll be fine over there. So now we need to figure out how we're going to apply this to here without making it look terrible. But it's going to go right there. And right here I want to put some of that lace. So see, we'll have a flip open and a card in here. And then we'll have a flip open and a card in here. And we'll have that and journaling right there. And then the lace, of course, is going to go right there. I left enough room, I think. So, we need a hinge. And I think, should we just use that as our hinge? I don't know. We could. No, we better not, because it might tear. It might tear off. Nope. Where's that other piece of paper? Aha! We will use this. And it is not super tall. Right there. And then we will fold this. We want the flowers showing. When I first started, I thought junk journaling meant that you couldn't use all these tools. Because most people I watched were using like scissors, and I mean they were using these rotary cutters and slide cutters and trimmers. But I always felt kind of guilty about using, you know, the scoring board and stuff like that. Isn't that silly? So, anyway, you use whatever tools you want and have fun. That's all it's about. Anybody tells you otherwise, you probably don't want them at your channel. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. Yes, this side. Okay. Perfect. And then we need to put this in here. Like this. And it's upside down, you guys. I did it again. I did it again. Doggone it. Angela. What were you thinking, girl? It'll drive me crazy if I leave it upside down. 2 weeks to use now. Oh, goodness. I wish I had some of the other paper. I think I would like it better. Oh, there it goes. I just found it. It just went off on the floor. Okay. This one will work better. I think the purple, this doesn't really fit too much with this. I'm using the pink, of course, but I think this will go better. Go and slice it up there. Put your pencil. Put your tools. Close your book. Put it over there. Okay. I know there's a pencil. Okay, so I'm going to make it, that's 1 inch. I'm going to make it 1 1/4. Don't want any more problems. Actually, that's too wide. I don't know why I'm doing it this way. I should just put it on the, whatchamacallit, this doodad, and score it at 1 inch and add a 1/2 inch. Add 1/2 inch and 1 inch. There we go. Trim it. This is the easy way. You just trim down that invisible line. Fold it so the dragonflies show, and they are going both directions, so that's okay. I'm going to put it on like this, because this is up. Oh. Okay. Up. Up and down, up and down. I want the dragonflies flying into the party. It's a dragonfly party. Oh, come on. Don't get stubborn on me, glue. It's already a little bit sticky from where I had the glue before. But I do want that to be kind of right on the edge there. But if it's not straight, it won't be straight. Okay, good enough. Get all those little guys out of my way. Okay, now this is my opening here. Better make sure that it works, and it does. Now this little piece needs to get glued down so that it stays out of your way. And then we need to... That opens there. So right about here where we have this picture, we're going to put a thumb notch. And I like to put them in with... Oh, there's my mouse. I was wondering where I put that. I was looking for this though, not the mouse. Okay. I think right about where I have it. Well, I'll probably have to put something in there. Unless I can get it right down in there without it looking too off center. There we go. Perfect. And a little bit of ink there. So you can see it. Okay. Now we gotta go over here, like this. This is the opening here. I need to put this on. Okay, it's going to go like that. And my head in your way? Are you seeing my gray hair again? Gee. Oh my goodness. Right there. Cut that off right there. Oh, come on. I am not happy, Fiskars. It started to tear my paper. Okay. Now, needs to go right here to right here. Hopefully that is right. If not, well, you know, so it goes. Okay, we're using it whether we want to or not. Oh my gosh, I've kept you guys way too long. Means I'll have to do some fiddling around with the video. I don't like to. How do you make half-an-hour videos? I mean, seriously, how do you do it? I don't know. I don't know how to make a half-an-hour video. I don't want to prep everything, you know, beforehand. What fun is that? That would drive me up the wall. I've tried it before. That's how I was doing my videos for a while. I was prepping, but man, you prep and then you remake what you've done, and then, wow, it's hard work that way, and it's not creative fun. I like to just be able to create, you know, and share it with you and stuff like that. But I don't have the time either, you know. Especially with my arthritis and my spells of exhaustion and my long-term COVID. I mean, I sound like I'm a sickie, but I don't like to be. And so I gotta fight this every step of the way. But back to what we're talking about, man, I don't want to prep. It's too much work. I'm here to have fun and teach you to have fun. So sometimes you get videos that are an hour and 3 minutes long. I do try to cut them back down, but you know, I don't want to spend hours doing that either. Okay, I ran into a little problem here with my glue. So I'm going to give that a patch up with, hang on, maybe a little Edith Holden flower right there. What do you think? Okay? Alright. That's what we're going to do. Just patch her up, Angie. So my cousin Barry died the other day. I had to have a cry. His dad, my uncle, was one of my most favorite people. And Uncle Alex too, of course. That's my Aunt Teresa's hubby. But Uncle DeWitt, Barry's father, was always one of my favorite people. I just adored him. But he was adorable. I mean, that's all there was to it. He was just adorable. Everybody, I'm sure, found him to be the most pleasant and wonderful person ever. Well, Barry's personality, a lot like his dad, I think. But I tell you, it's really sad because It was just a few years ago that his wife passed away. And then it was not very long ago that his youngest daughter passed. And I feel sorry for the others that, you know. I don't know how many girls there were. 3, I think. I'm not really sure. But, gosh, I feel so bad for them, you know. I'm sure Barry had a broken heart. How could you not, you know? My heart broke when my mom passed. My dad, too. And then I had my aunt, you know, after Mama passed. And it was, she was a godsend for me. It got me through it. I couldn't have gotten through it, I don't think, as well as I did without Aunt Teresa's help. But, you know, it's just sad. We need something right here. We'll put something there. Let's attach this and I'll let you go. Let's see if it fits. Let's see if it fits. Or if you're gonna fire me. Don't fire me. I'm just the creator. Oh gosh. Hate to get fired from journal making. That would not be awesome. Okay. Attaching, 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 attaching. Oh, right there it is. Find the right place. I hope I'm in the right place. Yeah, there's the magnets. Need to open this back up. Need to take a look. Okay. Now, is this where it opens? No, this one doesn't open there. This one opens here. And this one opens right here. Now, let's see where our stuff is so we can okay, right about there. Yes. Whew. Okay, let's look at it now as it surprises us. Ooh, boy. I just made it with those magnets, you guys. They are off just slightly. Squish that back down. Okay, no more. This part's all done, except for it needs journaling cards. But I may have to place another row of magnets. No, they can't go up anymore. They, yeah, but they're off. Well, we may have to think of something else to close that. But I like it. I like it. I like it. These will just have little journaling cards inside of them. They won't have much in them at all. And same way here. Lots of writing space. Be more writing space in here. And then we have this one. Okay. Okay, I like it. So what do you think? Am I fired? Don't fire me. There we go. I like it. I think it's cool. I like that this one has the picture here and this one has it up there. This is not too long, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to cut it down a little bit. And sorry about the glary light. It's still glary, but there it is. Okay, thanks for joining me today, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.